and welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Conference USA football season. It's the battle for the trophy as we crown the champion of Conference USA right here today. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team, the Nevada Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. The pocket. Oh, he lost the ball. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Bama. A fumble return for 6.
Number 18 scores for the defense.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Alabama.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score Alabama 7, Nevada.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Wolfpack offense back on the field. They go with a direct snap. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense going with the hurry up. Takes the handoff again. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen, this is certain breed, they're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Tight end goes in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A new set of downs after that completion. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. here's the handoff. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Send the back in motion. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Looking to throw again. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They make the 1st down. Brought down to the 31. Offense right to the line. Playing with tempo now.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
He slings this one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Nevada. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. The kickoff will be a return. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle, but first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. An inside give now from the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Aiming for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 13, set to kick this low.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Nevada offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Jukes to get past a man. He's found some room at the 45. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
First down and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Ball is incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Nevada.
We've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Nevada offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run here, lets it go. That one's incomplete. An interesting first down call, but it doesn't work. Incompletion makes it second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble now. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Second down after that previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
After consecutive losses, he did a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Nevada's offense retakes the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He's swarmed by the defense. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll set up now for the extra point drop. PAT is good as still trailed. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
He's back to throw again on second down. And now another deep ball here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Nevada will kick it off as we start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Fighting off the defender. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
The shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield, though spotted down near the 30.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup, Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense and your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Great move in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a shotgun handoff here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown. Tie.
Number 5 with the grab and the score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. Attack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Number 13 set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. It's the start of the next drive.
And your Nevada Wolfpack will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Wolfpack offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's caught downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Game moves it to the 35, 1st down again. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The ball is caught. Breaking free at midfield. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking to chuck it again. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Touchdown, Nevada. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
First and 10 play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down coming up.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Here's the handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Alabama getting set with a first and 10 now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, you play man-to-man coverage with your defensive backs. You put the free safety in center field. He's essentially reading the eyes of the quarterback. He does an outstanding job here of following his instincts, taking the quarterback's reads and tendencies, and leading him to be able to make a play on the ball and eventually knock it away. Great job.
He's across the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Bama. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Now the kick hits off the left upright. It's no good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. And there's the handoff. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
The end of the third quarter of play. The score, Alabama 34, Nevada 21.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the running back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he slings this pass over the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And he's got it already past the first down marker. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down, they're going to throw it. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. They'll try the option play here. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Pass midfield.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Nevada offense is back out on the field now. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This quarterback on fire today. Here we go. What's what you hope for? Quarter, one possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple of scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the cover.
Team.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Well, they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the back now goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Ball handed off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll try the right here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Alabama will likely just try to run the clock out here. Direct snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
I thought the defense had a shot here to stop this two-point try, but the quarterback was a magician. Great job of pitching that to the back to be able to use his speed to get to the corner for the two-point try.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Nevada offense back on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down. They're going to throw the football. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up second down.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Escapes the pocket. He's free around the 15. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Cannot escape, and down he goes. And the offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock. After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out.
Playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often You end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. So, of course, the game cannot end on a defensive penalty. So, one final untimed play here coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's going to launch it deep again. And that will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires on the game. Talk about a perfect end to the regular season, becoming champions of Conference USA. They've accomplished a goal, and they've made their case. Now it comes down to what the committee decides to do to see if this championship team is going to get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.